A quick introduction about yourself first. We like to say 2 minutes about how long the company's been around and what is your role, and then we'll get into your product. You could use mic number one. Mic number one. Yep.
Hello. Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you now.
Hi, everyone. This is James, founder and CEO of DFG. So we are basically an investment firm. So if you are a project looking for funds, so happy to talk to you after the speech. So a little bit I will divide the presentation into 3 different parts. The first is about introduction about us. So we are an investment firm in the crypto industry for 9 years. So I started the firm back to 2015. At that time, really no one knows a lot about crypto. There's no even Ethereum, so it's all about Bitcoin. So I buy Bitcoin back to 2013, 2014, and started the firm back to 2015. Because I know, this is really the thing which can potentially make you rich, but also can potentially change the world. So that's why I'm going to be the investor in the industry, start from there, and keep doing that for the
I had a question, James. And the audience, who here is fundraising and wants money from VCs? Raise your hand if you need money. There you go. All right, we got about 20% of the room raise their hand for funding. Very good. Go ahead, James.
Thank you for that. So, one thing I want to tell you a little bit different about us is we don't have outside LPs. So we actually manage our own capital. So we'll be more flexible about the deal we can make, the investment we can make.
I'm sorry. I'm new to this crypto world and investor. I'm a new startup. What is an LP? What do you mean you funded it yourself? What does that mean?
Yeah, basically a standard VC is you need to raise money from the other people, then deploy this capital to the project. Then it will give you a lot of hard requirement about the time period about you can invest and the time period you want to exit. So for us, we are very flexible because we manage our own capital, so we don't have any restriction about that.
That's a good point. But guys that are fundraising here or new or just starting up and have an idea here at ETH Denver, you're gonna be like, where do I start? How do I get funding? How do you do this? There's gonna be guys they're gonna be investment firms that have investors, and they are called LPs, and they have to talk to them. Well, these guys are self-funded. And that's going to be a big difference in terms of how money and capital is being deployed. Thank you for that. Sorry about that.
Great, thanks. Yeah. Let me continue. So I think for us, the size we manage is close to $1 billion. We actually deploy 80% of our capital on the secondary market, so buying Bitcoin and Ether. But also we have 20% of our capital deploying in the primary market. Right now, we already deployed some, but we still have more than $100 million in our balance sheet to looking for a good deal to invest. And for one thing I want to highlight here is for last year, our performance slightly better than Bitcoin, which is very unusual because we accurately predict the approval for the Bitcoin ETF. So that's really something we've been very proud of. So we buy a lot of GBTC shares and Coinbase shares really before the approval of the Bitcoin ETF.
That's a big deal. They're outperforming the biggest coin in the world. Let's go crypto. Good job.
Yeah, thanks. That's what we have invested before. It's about Bitcoin and layer 1 protocols during the last bull market, like Polkadot, Solana, Asta, Near stuff. And also we invest into equity. So we do two type of equity deal, like the CeFi license business like Circle, Coinlist. This company could potentially go public as Coinbase, or the tech service provider like RPC, node service, and other infrastructure like ChainSafe or Subscript and a few others. So we do like both token and equities. But right now we're thinking about, we should not only deploy our capital into infrastructure, but also deploy our capital into different ecosystem applications. So we're investing into, for sure, first of all, ZetaChain. So we closed the investment and last year, and luckily it's getting listed in Coinbase and OKX. Right now, I still think the token is undervalued, so pretty bullish on ZetaChain. And of course, we do a few other investments into Sharding, Linari, ZKM, 10C, the other layer 1 protocols. But also we think ecosystem is important, so we buy DeFi coin on the secondary market like MakerDAO and Aave. But also we invest into NFT and the gaming project. One of the portfolio I want to highlight is Patrick Penguins. They just, flip Bored Ape like recently. I'm pretty sure they will do pretty well this year and the year following. One thing I want to highlight here is today is the Omnichain Summit, right? So we have, the problem exists in the industry for a long time. It's about isolation of different layer 1 protocols. Basically, it shouldn't have to dominate the TVL with like around $50 billion, but we still have 40% of the TVL elsewhere in Solana, in Avalanche, in other layer 1 protocols. Also, if you talk about the trading volume on different DEX or NFT platform, Solana once even flipped like it should in the past few months. So we will think this is actually probably one of the most important problem of the industry is how to really combine this liquidity together. They will solve the real problem of the industry, right? So we basically have all the layer 1 protocols independently try to solve the scalability issues like Solana, Avalanche, the new one like Aptos, Sui, and a few others, but also how to do cross-chain and make sure combine this liquidity will greatly improve the user experience and also so that's I think which is probably the most important topic in the industry. Right now, if there are a lot of token hasn't been listed like layer 0, like Wormhole. If you only calculate the listed token for the market cap, it's $3.5 billion. That's way too small than we expected. We think it should be beyond $14, $15 billion this year. And here's some solution, right? Layer 0, XLA, ZetaChain, Wormholes, and a few others. I could be biased because I'm investing into ZetaChain, but I really think ZetaChain have a very good performance. First is supporting all the chains instead of supporting part of them. Second, if you're talking about the count or the user base, definitely layer 0 taking a leading position, but ZetaChain is not bad either, right? We have like a nice 900,000 users, and we have 11 million transactions. So that's also an impressive number. But if you take a look at the market cap, it's only $500 million. But ZetaChain have way more potential to, I would say, release in the future. Well, you can see layer 0, they raised around $3 billion in the private market. I suppose when the token get listed, the valuation could be way higher. So I could be biased here, but I will be very bullish on ZetaChain.
You are biased, but that's okay because it is ZetaChain's Omnichain Day here, and we're all about the Omnichain ecosystem. So absolutely, you're right. And just as a question, who else here has the ZetaChain token? Does anybody have it? If you haven't noticed, that's great. We got some folks here. And you guys, if you were there, and even if you bought it on the public markets, day one, it's been most chains when they first 2 weeks, they've all like crashed a week later. ZetaChain's launch has been such a successful launch, I gotta say, and I follow a bunch of coins from the shittiest shit coins to the big majors, and it's a really great success story right now. The future, who knows the future, but I think they have a great market. So this is an amazing slide here.
Yeah, just let you guys know, so we track all the data. I hope everyone can do more due diligence, then you will find the future of ZetaChain is pretty good. So I'm not financial advice here, but you guys should really take a look about what's going on in the ZetaChain this year and the next year. I'm pretty bullish on this. Okay, so one last thing I want to mention is really about the ETFs. So we have a pretty good performance for Bitcoin and Ether recently. We can see within a month, the net inflow for Bitcoin ETF is $5 billion. I suppose for this year, the net inflow will reach somewhere between $20 to $30 billion. That's real money coming to the industry buying Bitcoin, right? And also the AUM for the total Bitcoin ETF goes up 29% in a month. So this is really important. And also Ethereum ETF. In May, right? If the Ethereum ETF getting approved, we expect like more than $15 billion flow into the Ethereum ETF market. And also the Bitcoin halving is also another important milestone for Bitcoin. Every time you have Bitcoin halvings, it's crazy, like at the beginning it's 100x, then the circle 30x, last circle is 8x. Maybe this circle we can do less than 8x because the market cap of Bitcoin is already very, very big. But if you check the performance recently, you will know why you should buy Bitcoin before the halving, right?
Now, this is amazing advice. However, this is not financial advice, and past history does not predict the future. But a chart looks pretty good to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to give more data to you and to think about. For
amazing.
us, we just fully believe in the industry. So we as I said before, we deploying capital on the secondary market, holding Bitcoin and Ether. Meanwhile, we still have more than $100 on the balance sheet to deploying this to the project we like, the decent project like ZetaChain. We are definitely looking for more. We will do infrastructure investment as well as application investment. So that's all for me, and feel free to reach out to me and to our colleague as well, and talk about any kind of partnership and investment.
James, that's amazing. Thank you for coming. Again, how do we reach you again?
It's Telegram and Twitter, that's the same, @RealJamesWall, or you can reach out to our colleague as well.
And so DFG has a booth up front, so you can reach the guys up front as well. And make sure, as I said, anybody that you see up on stage, whether it be here at the Omnichain Day or ETH Denver, grab them, make friends with them, connect with them. That's how relationships are made. That's how investments are made.